this video, we're going to show a simulation of conducting a meeting and the processes, stages, and parts that it consists of. And for the scenario, we acted as the new set of officers for the College of Engineering and Technology Supreme Student Council, and we are conducting a meeting about our upcoming acquaintance party. But prior to the meeting proper, come and know us in our respective designations and positions. Days before the conduct of the meeting, the secretary has prepared a notice of meeting containing the agenda to be discussed and the minutes of the previous meeting. Right after it was signed by the president, she sent it to the officers through their group chat. She also handed over a printed copy of the notice to them and also posted it on their bulletin board. Eventually, one day prior to the meeting, the secretary once again reminded everybody about it.
Good day, everyone. So thank you for your presence today. So before we start, I would like to ask, how is everybody doing?
So far, so good. Very good.
All right. It's good to hear that everyone is doing great. And I guess everyone is in the mood to start the meeting.
Yes.
So can we call this meeting to order?
Yes.
So the meeting has been called to order. So to start, let us have our secretary, Ms. Jusain, to distribute the agenda for today's meeting and to have a roll call.
You just get one and pass. Alright, thank you. Now let's have our roll call for this meeting. Dwight Gatchalian Jr, Evangelista,
Present.
Daniela present. Zhyllar Delmo,
Present.
Flores, Reynald Libaton,
Present.
Angelo de la Cruz, Rae Costillas,
Present.
Jesha Abude, and Cuta. Alright, so based on the attendance, we have met the quorum and everyone is present for this meeting.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jusain. So now we are going to have a recapitulation of the minutes of the previous meeting, also to be discussed by our secretary, Ms. Jusain.
Alright, so last week, August 1, we had our meeting at the CTSSC office about the upcoming acquaintance party. And we all have agreed that the theme will be Met Gala. So the venue will be at the RDE Hall on September 8, 2023, 4 to 10 p.m. And everyone also agreed that the contribution for every student would be 200 pesos. Okay, so we also have respective committees for the said event. For the games, we have Reynald and Rae. For the MC, we have Venus and Neil. For the technical committee, we have Luke and Angelo. For the decoration, me and Jesha. And for the food committee, we have Daniela and Cruz.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jusain, for the update about the minutes of the previous meeting. And it was approved by everyone. So now, let us discuss the agenda for today's meeting. So based on the distributed document by our secretary, the agenda for today's meeting are, first, we have financial report. The second one is updates. And the third one is finalization. So those are the agenda for today's meeting. Let's start with the first agenda. We have the financial report to be discussed by our treasurer.
Thank you, Mr. President. For the financial report, the breakdown. For the materials for the games, we have 4,000 pesos. Food, 90,000. Sound system, 15,000. Decoration, 5,000. And for the venue, 8,000 pesos. And for the prices, we have 3,000 pesos. A total of 125,000 pesos. And for the audit report, we have Ms. Venus.
Okay, so as of August 8, 2023, we have collected 42,400 pesos and we still need to collect 72,600 pesos. And based on Ms. Treasurer report, we need to have at least 125,000 pesos. And based on that, we still lacked 10,000 pesos.
So since we lack money, do you have any suggestions to meet the lacking fund? Anyone?
How about we increase the contribution of students instead of 200 pesos, make it 250 pesos?
So he suggested to increase, diba? We have agreed that our contribution is 200. So he suggested to increase it to 250, right? In order to meet the lacking fund. Any suggestions?
How about we get money from the funds from the previous admin?
Okay, so another officer suggested that we get the money from the previous admin's fund. So what do you think? Any other suggestions?
By the way, can I ask how much money do we have in the bank?
We have 23,760 pesos and 75 cents.
So to settle this, let's have a consensus. So we have two options. The first one is to increase the contribution from 200 to 250. The second one is to tap from the previous administration's fund. So who is in favor of increasing the contribution to 250 pesos? So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3. And who is in favor for tapping from previous administration's fund? So I guess the majority decided to tap from previous administration's fund. So I guess everybody is okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, so it has been settled already. So now, let us move to the updates on our respective committees. Let's start with the Games Committee.
So for the games, we prepared 5 games. The first is paper dance, next is trip to Jerusalem, balloon caterpillar, basketball pass, and teach you walk. So for this game, we need a total of 4,000 pesos.
Thank you for that update, Christian. For the next committee, we have the technical committee to be discussed by John Angelo.
So we already contacted Ramos sound system, so we agreed on the amount to be paid to be 12,000 pesos. That will be all.
Okay, thank you. So next committee, we have the Decoration Committee.
Okay, so for the decoration, we have come up to the idea that we'll be utilizing balloons and we're going to put a photo booth on the venue.
We also decided to decorate the venue before the day of the event.
Okay, so do you still have anything to add on that? Okay, so I guess that is settled already. Now let's proceed to the last committee, which is the Food Committee.
So we already contacted Aegis Catering Services. So we have 2 main dishes and 1 side dish. So for the main dish, we have chicken cordon and beef steak. For the side dish, we have fresh lumpia. And for the dessert, we have coffee gel. And that's what we have.
Okay, so do you still have anything to add on the food? Okay, so I guess we all have agreed on the Food Committee and basically on all committees. So that is all for the second addendum. And for the last addendum, we have the finalization of our plans. So from our previous discussion, there have been no problems with other committees other than the lacking of fund. So it has been agreed that we are going to get the fund from the previous administration's fund, which is on our bank account. And so, do you still have any other concerns or anything to add on our discussion?
None.
So, since there are no other concerns, does anyone want to move this meeting to adjournment? So, somebody has moved to adjourn the meeting.
I second the motion.
And it also has been seconded. So, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.